Okay, let's see. We got audio and we got video. So we got a stream. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Aesop Grimm. And it's been a little bit. It's been a few days since I've been in this. I've been playing mostly Season of Destiny. And real life stuff has happened where I couldn't get to the streams like I normally do on Tuesday. But Thursday I was able to nail it. So here we are. Let's see. Let me close out. Looks like let me check my internet tabs and make sure that I'm streaming on everything here. Bring YouTube up. And check Twitch. Okay, Twitch looks good. YouTube. YouTube also looks good. Kick looks good. I like to keep Rumble up for my video monitoring, and I have chat up for all 4 platforms. All right, guys. The last episode I did, I left you off where I was grinding for some kind of like a water, I don't know, water, an organ that does something with water and one of these elements up in the northeast of this Tanaris zone. And I was able to go ahead and get that. It took a long time, actually. I feel like I made a really good decision to go ahead and let you guys go whenever I did. It took quite a while for that thing to drop, but I finally got it. And we can kind of press on now. Probably we'll just start at the top here. More Waste Wander Justice. Now, before the last time you saw me, I had LVUI going. But mostly on because of what I experienced on Season of Destiny. I don't know, I guess LVUI updates a lot, and then WoW updates a lot, and they get into conflict with each other, and it messes everything up. Now, the people who like LVUI seem to really, really like it. So I assume that there's probably like an expedient way around that, but I don't know what it is. So I got rid of it all. I'm working with weak auras. I was on Season of Destiny. I'm working with shadow unit frames, but I can't seem to get it to work on Classic, on Wrath of the Lich King. So I'm actually using Blizzard's bars here for my health and my target. I had to mute Mike, sorry. And then I'm using Dominoes, and I'm using Bagnon, and I'm using Titan Bar, which I have loaded up down here at the bottom. And that shows us where our XP is at, our gold. Where's XP? Here it is, XP. Location. Ammo, that's nice to know. Time. And then with Dominoes, I have a few different places here that I can mouse over, and they become visible whenever I mouse over them. And that's where I keep stuff like aspects and my professions and stuff like that, Soulstone. So let's go ahead and get going on that. I have mail, and there was I was surprised because I wasn't expecting mail. So one is from a quest guy right here, Pat McGruben. Hello again. I just wanted to drop you a note that things here in Feathermoon Stronghold are fine. I've managed to make several new pieces of leather items, thanks in no small part to the help you gave me. I had some extra bits of leather left over, so I thought I'd send you something extra for all the help you've given me. If you're ever by the Stronghold again, be sure to look us up. So that's from doing a bunch of quests there, and I went and turned a lot of stuff in up at Tanaris. Is that what it's called? Tanaris? I think I'm getting that wrong. We'll look at this other mail here in just a second. But right here, armor kit. Let's stand by on that. I want to find out what this place is called. Lando Teldrassil. Darnassus. There we go. And whenever I went and turned a bunch of quests in here at Darnassus, I gained a hunter quest also. We should have it up here. Yeah, it's right here, hunter. And that took me, I don't remember where that took me. I think it was, I don't know, it was somewhere over in here. And it was a coastal area. And I had to do a lot of grinding here to advance this hunter quest. As a result, I gained... Let's see, I don't remember where I got this. It wasn't this. I got this from someone else. Oh gosh, guys, I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was this. This neck piece. No, I think it was these. And then I have another quest here, but it requires me to go into a dungeon, and I probably won't be doing that. But you can see, like, the quest reward is really, really nice. You can get a pole arm, or what I was going to take was probably this one. Yeah. This one here increases your pet's attack. You get 5 agility off of it. But this... as a trinket, I felt like it would last me longer than the polearm, plus I already have a nice polearm on me. Increases your attack power by 150 and your hit rating by 20. The effect lasts for 20 seconds, and it has a 2-minute cooldown. So that seems to be pretty powerful to me, but again, I won't be doing this dungeon, so no luck for me on that. So that brings me to the last thing I want to tell you guys, and that's that evidently a viewer... is on my server, and his name is Riri, and he sent me Beastalker's bindings with the note, "Keep up the good work." So I want to grab these bindings. Oh, look, it's part of a whole set, and it's for the wrist. Male, 148 armor, 10 agility, and 7 stamina. Increases attack power by 20. Wow. So thank you, Riri. That was really cool, and I think it's neat that we're on the same server. Or maybe it's like a server grouping. I'm not exactly sure how they're doing it. I know on some of these setups, WoW has several servers linked together. But at any rate, he was able to send me something after watching one of the videos, so I really appreciate that. Let's send him a thank you note. Thank you so much, Riri. I think this is probably a guy. You know, it's the phrase "Ree," you know, like liberals do. I think that's what he's going for. But because I'm not positive, I'm going to keep it neutral as far as in here. And you can see me find this mail at the beginning of... what episode are we doing here? This is episode 24. And thank you again, and have a happy, let's say 2024. With an exclamation point. Thank you, Riri. That was really cool of you, man. I really appreciate it. It's just neat that we're able to interact with each other, you know? Let's hit that send. And we can go ahead and delete this mail. And there we go. So, did I equip those yet? I don't think I did. Okay, so those just replaced Puba's nose ring, which was 119 armor and 12 stamina. 148 armor, 7 stamina, and 10 agility, plus increased attack power by 20. That's a big upgrade. These can be applied to the chest, legs, hands, or feet. Okay, so what's my highest rated item here? Does it give me a level? No, so I kind of have to guess. 248 armor, 16 agility, 5 spirit, 192 armor, so the chest piece wins. And the boots, right? 8 intellect, 8 spirit. It looks to me like the chest piece is probably the newest item. So we'll put it right there. Alright, cool. We're rocking almost 1600 armor now. This hunter has been an absolute blast to play. Okay. Oh, hey, Jumpy Attack. How are you doing, man? It says, hello, sorry for bothering you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is this a spam advertisement? I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat bots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. All right, thanks, Jumpy Attack, but not interested, bro. I'm probably talking to a bot. But anyway, Tanaris, more Waste Wanderer Justice. Let's go ahead and do that. Where are those guys at? They're going to be out over here, aren't they? Here it is, number 2. Okay, that's where we're headed then. And you know what? Let me try something here. Let's go to Dominoes, configure bars, and I'm gonna bring this down. Okay, action bar 7. And I'm going to right click here and bring the columns, the size actually, 1 button. I saw the dungeon coach do this. I liked it. Let's see, what about scaling? Here's the scale. I'm going to bring this to right over here. Let's line it up with, I wish that tooltip wouldn't go there. Let's maybe go like that. Okay. Okay, that works for me. And go into fading, bring the opacity back, go fade out like that. And he actually gives me a code in here that will make this appear or disappear based on combat state. But I don't remember how it goes. It's fairly simple, but he does give me that, and I'll probably want to implement that eventually. But for right now, what we're going to use this for is to bring the mount up. Okay, so we can mount up. What is going on with this dude? I've noticed these little quirks, these glitches happening with people walking backwards. The first few times I saw it, I just figured it was people that had figured out how to do this is kind of just, you know, it's like a meme. It's just funny to do. I'm starting to think that it is something else. There's sort of like a glitch. Maybe this guy's on a different layer, or if we're server grouped, maybe he's on a different server. You know, something like that. But it doesn't look right at all. Let's see, we'll cut down here. We're going to farm some Waste Wanderers. Because life is cheap and nobody cares about the lives of bad guys. I don't think I needed assassins. Yes, I did. 6. Also, I still haven't figured out what's going on here with my damage. Let's switch it to DPS and see if that does anything. Like I say, I pretty much play... Whenever I'm playing this character, I'm on stream. And whenever I'm off stream, I'm doing more of my Season of Destiny. Let's work on that polearm skill. We're up to 159 now. Alright, nothing to loot off him, but there is off the warlock. And we're kind of poleaxing everybody now. I mean, we're really hitting hard. We're way above these people's level. No, we're not. We're just hunters. We're level 52. They're 51. Oh, that's not true. 43. Okay. Put the Viper Sting on him. Look at my pet, how far his growl reached to grab aggro on this. That's a pretty good circumference. I'll zoom in a little bit. I like this setup. You can set things up too where these all disappear. But until I really learn my keybind super well, I don't want to. I like to be able to see it. So, as a reminder to everybody, you can find a real quick summary in the description box on Rumble or YouTube for what I'm doing. But in a nutshell, I'm a returning player after 14 years away from the game. And I wanted to experience the game in chronological order, like the content that I've missed. So I found out that Chromie time kind of dances you around different areas, and the more I learned about it, the more I figured out, oh, okay, you kind of pick whatever expansion pack you want to level up in, and then you level your entire leveling process happens right there. Talking about retail. So kind of wanted to figure out how do I do this by marching my character through the different zones as I level, you know, for the new content and stuff. And the closest thing I found was online that suggested I begin with Wrath of the Lich King. And then, after I have played Wrath of the Lich King Classic, to create the same character in the retail version of WoW. So for me, it would be a Dwarf Hunter. And I think whenever I get to that point, instead of going Beast Mastery like I have here, I'm going to try Survival. Because whenever I was playing, Survival was not a viable spec. That was the origin of the Huntard label. You know, because dudes would want to play a melee hunter, and then that became a meme. Like, you got laughed at, right? So, apparently under Survival, that shiznit's viable now. So I want to see how that works. So that's what we'll do, is that once I have experienced enough of the content that I feel like I can do, let's call it maybe efficiently, easily, here in Wrath of the Lich King, which includes leveling to the top level, and then whatever end game content I feel like I can get into quickly, you know. I'm far more comfortable with the leveling process than I am with raiding or even dungeons. So we'll just have to see where it goes. But once I'm done with that, we'll swap over to retail. And I'm not quite sure exactly how that's going to happen, because I don't think I can do it with one character. But we're going to just go through the content one thing at a time. In chronological order with the expansion packs. So I can see what these worlds are like and what the stories are like. Then after that, I will probably make a determination from there whether I want to primary retail or primary Wrath of the Lich King, or maybe if we've rolled around to it, Cataclysm. And that's where you'll see me like really considering joining a guild and looking into end game content and stuff like that. So who knows if I end up sticking with the game for that long? I don't know. And but that's my long-term vision for in case I do. Kind of accidentally fell back into this. I was surprised about getting interested in WoW again. And whenever I say interested in WoW, I mean, I hadn't even re-downloaded it yet. I mean, I was like looking at some of the trailers and some of the lore, and I was surprised that I was just simply interested in watching YouTube videos about World of Warcraft. Yeah, this isn't working. What can I do about profiles? Plugins? No. Custom? No. Oh, you know what? I think it's /details. /details reinstall. Yeah. There. Did it work? It didn't feel like it worked. What about options, add-ons, details, open options panel, profiles? Okay, I'm using Quasi right now. What if I flip it over to Aesop Grim? Let's see what that does. No, doggone it, man. This is aggravating. What about report results? Is it just hidden? How about and say send? Failed because of an add-on. Man, this is aggravating. I wonder if it's set up where it doesn't track anything unless I'm in a party. Options panel again. Where was that at? I've seen that before. Select a profile. Profile loaded. Okay, let's try it one more time then. No, still not working. Somewhere in here, there's an option. For when this thing is visible or working or anything like that. Let's just press on. I don't want to worry about it right now. I need a lot more assassins. Okay. And come over here to track hidden. I've been saying Season of Destiny. Of course, I mean Season of Discovery. And that sucker's fun. I think what makes it most interesting to me is the fact that it's level gated. Is that the right word? Level gated? Level capped? I don't think gated's the right word. Capped would be better. So we're about to enter into Phase 2. It's coming up in just a few weeks. February 8th, I think, is what they said. And that's going to allow us to go from the current level cap of 25 to level 40. But the cool thing about capping it is that it gives everybody a chance. I mean, it does a few things. Number one, because you don't have 60, 70, 80, 120 levels to go, it makes the leveling, like, people can level casually. They can, the people who want to burn through it can take time if they wanted to go and kind of grind in different zones and the places that they want to and stuff, and still gain top level pretty dang quick, you know. And then the other thing it does is it allows the rest of the server to catch up. Why is that important? I was thinking about that. Like, it's not really catching up that's the big deal. It's more when you cap the fast burners. And it's a short amount of levels, so the casuals have a chance to get to the same level relatively quickly themselves. The end game becomes more accessible to everybody. And what's neat about this is that by doing this slow cooking kind of methodology, it allows you to experience all of what WoW has to offer at the various levels all over again. Like right now, Black Fathom Deeps is the end game for Season of Discovery. And it was a 5-man dungeon before, if I remember correctly. Now it's a 10-man raid. Is it 10 or 25? I don't know. But it's a raid. They retooled it. All the fights, from what I understand, because I can't really remember doing Black Fathom's depths all those years ago. I'm somebody, I loved leveling characters, and I almost exclusively, in fact, I would say I exclusively leveled in the world. So I don't have a lot of experience with the low-level dungeons, but that's what this stuff does. By having Season of Discovery move in slow spurts of levels, you open up all of this content that Blizzard made for these lower levels to everybody again, because the whole server's interested in it. That doesn't happen anywhere else because everybody's shooting, they're burning for top level to raid the highest level instances for the best gear that they can get on their character, you know. Why waste your time at Black Fathom's depth, BFD, Black Fathom Depths, when you can just simply run down to Shadowthorn Vale and have better gear within a few levels, right? But whenever you cap it like this, where's that dude going? When you cap it like this, then it, what is that guy? Blood Elf Paladin. Then everybody's like super interested in BFD. So I like that. And level 40, I guess the big thing's going to be Gnomeregan. That's going to be really interesting because right now warriors are just decimating the DPS charts, and it's because of deep wounds. So rogues also with poison. And so the poison aspects and the bleed aspects are adding significant amounts to those classes' damage. Well, when you get into Gnomeregan, are you going to be dealing with mechanicals that don't suffer bleed damage and are immune to poison? You know, because it's just they're made of metal, right? So now your direct damage classes, your fire mages, stuff like that are going to come online. I don't know. That's what nobody knows. It's a mystery. Season of Discovery is a really good, it's an apt name. So I just think it's a really out of the box nifty idea that they've come up with, and I've been enjoying playing it. I've got a level 25 paladin that is pretty well geared now. He's not raid geared, but he's getting close to being like best in slot pre-raid across the board. He's not quite there yet, but he's in the neighborhood. So all of the available dungeons that people are doing, my paladin, for one thing, I don't need to go. I've pretty much, whatever I can get in them is a minimal upgrade. Like there's a belt that I can get in Wailing Caverns. The belt that I have, the green that I have on, this blue belt from Wailing Caverns is exactly the same amount of armor, exactly the same amount of stamina, and the blue belt comes with an additional 3 agility. That I don't have the agility on my green belt. And then that's it. That's a pretty minor upgrade. It might even be 2 agility. I can't remember. So, but he's good enough that he can go into these dungeons and typically top the DPS meters. I can tank all of them. Not because I'm a great tank, because at level 25 we have learned that it's really more about doing damage, and then that's how you hold threat. It's not really so much about cooldowns and knowing your class and being able to position things and stuff like that. So, but that's good for me because I'm new to tanking, so I get to learn this in kind of an incremental basis, you know. And so now BFD is next. I have tried to overcome, I don't know what to call it, my anxiety and sort of guilty complex about not wanting to hurt teams and just join a pug for BFD, and I can't do it. I don't know. It's something mental with me. There's a block there or something. But I get really nervous about it because I know I don't know the fights, right? I've watched it on YouTube. I've gotten familiar with the fights. So it's like from a theory standpoint, it's like book knowledge, right? But I have no practice, and a lot of these teams, they're asking for you to be experienced on all the fights, and the ones that don't ask, I get the feeling like they assume that you should be, and I don't want to get in there and wipe the whole raid because I didn't flippin' understand a mechanic, you know. Some people, they don't have any problem with that at all. I think I should not have a problem with it. I think everybody's just join up, and how else are you going to get experience? This is how you do it. It makes sense to me in my mind, right? But I'm telling you, like, there's something within my, I don't know, emotional makeup or something like that where I feel really terrible about that, and it makes me all kinds of nervous. So I've decided to see if I can maybe join a guild instead. So I've been trying to research what guilds are available. But that's where I'm at on Season of Discovery. I'm looking for a guild to join where I can kind of be coached up and people understand I'm new to the tanking experience, or I haven't run a raid, and it's all good in the hood because that's what a guild is for. Right, it's a community, and you learn together and you progress together. And I don't really have that same. I don't get that same feeling about pugs. I get the feeling like you just piss everybody off, you know. That's probably not true, and I'm being overly apprehensive. I kind of have a history of that. I know myself by now. But it is what it is. It doesn't change the fact that it makes me nervous. or reluctant. You know, like that's a better word. I'm not nervous, but I'm reluctant. I don't want to do it. So hopefully I can find a good guild to get with. I also hate to quit teams, so I don't just join guilds willy-nilly. I usually try to do some sort of research to find out if I'm compatible with a guild or something, or, you know, where they're at and what their objectives are. Switch over to Viper. But with Season of Discovery, at least on Wild Growth, where I'm at, I haven't really been able to find anything online too much. I found some, but I think I'm going to have to probably just go the trial and error route. I hate to do that because there's potential that you're in a guild and you're out of a guild and you're in a guild and out of a guild and I don't know, you could kind of maybe develop a reputation as a quitter or something like that, or undependable. Anyway, these are the things that float through my mind. How am I doing over here? I need shadow mages. 3 of them. Let's beat this guy up. That was my mongoose bite. All kinds of assassins around me. Alright, shadow mages it is. 3 more. There's one right there. I've got a level 16 priest also, but that priest has been hard to level. I really probably, if I had it to do over again, I would have made him holy. He's shadow, and shadow sucks right now, man, real bad. But holy, well, discipline actually, it's good at leveling and it's good at healing, and that's the spec I would have gone with if I had it all to do over again. But I don't want to pay to respec because it gets more expensive each time. I would just rather wait until phase 2 starts and then continue leveling as shadow, because most people think that because priest is kind of right, it's very near the bottom in DPS. Most people are anticipating that Blizz is going to tune them up in the next phase. Some of the talents that you unlock can help with that. But if I were to guess at a class that looks like it's going to have what I would call a smooth power band, where it's pretty strong throughout all the levels, I think it would be warrior. It's just like I said earlier, we're going to find out whether or not Nomeregon, they're kind of bad for it because they depend so much on the bleed. Let's see, what are we going to do next? South Sea Pirates, how about that? Yeah, that's exactly where we're going to go. Well, except this guy decided he wanted to go to the grave early. We'll just chunked him down on Viper aspect. Alright. Let's switch this over to regular, just humanoids. And there should be a cave for us to go through. I think it's right here. Yeah. Alright, I need pirates, freebooters, dock workers, and swashbucklers. I'm not too interested in the chest. I'm the same way on Season of Destiny too. I go into these dungeons and people roll on the chests and I'm just always passing. How am I doing here? 72%. There's a mage out here. He's trying to get some help. Nice. I don't suppose you got... Oh, you... I got a point. There's a point I've not yet spent. I was working on Serpent Swiftness, increases range combat attack speed by 8%, and your pet's melee attack speed by 8%. Yeah, that's nice. We're continuing on that. So now I'm at 12%. And my pet also gained a point. All right. What are we going to take? Reduces the duration of all stun and fear effects against you and your pet. No, your pet. My bad. Just your pet. When your pet's claw, bite, or smack ability deals a critical strike, you and your pet deal 1% increased damage for 10 seconds. Swipe. Claw. That sounds nice. Oh, guard dog. Your pet's growl generates 20% additional threat and 10%. Oh, we want that. Okay. So we are filled up on guard dog. was getting close to pulling threat there. I am not really monitoring my pet's health. I think I'm getting really spoiled by the strength that Beast Mastery gives to your pet. And he doesn't appear to be anywhere close. I haven't had to throw a heal or anything. He's just beating people up. I hope y'all's week is going well. Tomorrow's TGIF, so you're almost through it, and it'll be time for another weekend. God bless those of you that are taking care of families and juggling all the things with the crunch time economy and kids and the flipping dicey stuff going on at schools, man, and then holding down jobs at the same time. Really, you know, in my opinion, if one were to think about it, I think it's not a stretch to say that what y'all do, those of you who have families and are balancing all these different things, it's heroic. If you think about what a nation is, it's just an extension of what a family is. Whenever I say that, I don't mean to get too sappy about how we're all in it together, right? I mean, there's clear-cut differences, and you don't owe your neighbor the same thing that you owe your family. But I mean, in the terms of maybe it would be easier to say a community of friends, where you all have set your eyes on a common goal and everybody's decided to work together to achieve it. That's, in essence, what a nation is. It requires people to come together in a shared vision and pull in one direction and in unison. So, in order to have a functioning society, you need to have people who are willing to do the stuff that you guys do, to burn the candle at both ends. Taking care of family and kids and all the extracurricular activities and shuffling the bills and juggling. Sometimes, I mean, more and more anymore with the way that inflation's working and the economy's just nosediving and has been for a while. Some of you a lot of you are having to juggle bills. I just think that what you probably see in yourselves as simply necessary and what you have to do to stay afloat is actually heroic and worthy of acknowledgement. I think that's how I would put it. It's one of the reasons why I try to keep the channel clean, you know, so that people can feel comfortable playing this when their kids are in the room and stuff like that, is that I'm trying to support in my own way also, just kind of help people where I can. It's not like a self-sacrifice thing. I'm doing what I enjoy doing, you know. But I try to do it in a manner that makes it conducive to those of you out there that are doing God's work by raising families. Let's see, I'm at 5 of 10 dock workers. I haven't gotten any swashbucklers. I'm guessing they're out on that ship. Oh, there's a swashbuckler. I need him. Let's go ahead and switch to aspect of the Viper. I mean, Hunter's like autopilot, man. Caps lock for... What do they call that? Caps lock is cruise control for cool. That's what they used to say back in the day. That's what Hunter is. I don't think I need these guys. This guy's looking pretty cool. What level is he? 49. I've got almost all the dock workers I need. I've only got one swashbuckler. Pirates are in here. I don't need any of those. We should be able... Yeah, there's a worker right up here. Swashbuckler. We'll circle back around and come back here for workers. We got them up here, but I think all the swashbucklers are out this way. So basically I'm swapping positions with Sims. Oh, my bear got out of line of sight. There we go. Well, we're not going to get all the loot because they ran all over the place. But we only need 4 more. A bunch of freebooters. I did see a swashbuckler down there. Okay, we got 2 more. You guys are freebooters. Oh, our lockbox. Man, 9 of 10 already on swashbucklers. Staff of the Whale. I don't want to use a staff. I don't care if it's an upgrade or not. I don't even know if my guy can use staves. Freebooter, swashbuckler. Oh, that warlock is running for his life. What happened with him? He must have bitten off more than he can chew. Alright, looks like we're done with that. Wait, we need one more dock worker. Go get that guy. Alright. Let's see. This is tapped dowsing widget. We should probably hand in here and then hand in here. Then we can run out and do this quest. Let's see if we can make it all the way through the cave without getting dismounted. I have doubts. Oh, we're so high level they don't want to aggro us. Well, never mind. Looks like we'll be able to do it. How's XP looking? We're about 30,000 per hour. That's kind of effortless, too. All I've been doing is killing mobs. Warbringer's leg guards of the whale. Plate. Okay. That would be for a paladin. It's just, maybe... Hey, where's my bags? Am I in combat? I don't seem to be in combat. Why can't I see my bags? This is that staff, stamina and spirit. Apparently I can equip it, but I don't want to. Yeah, it's not as good anyway. There's the plate. These... I forgot what that key's for. I think it's a chest that's on the ship that we were just on. Oh, there's my bags, okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, don't go too far.
Adventurer, you are the man. I'm sure that the cartel will ease up on me now that you've dealt with those South Sea scum. Let's see, what can I give you as a reward? How about a little coin and you choose from one of these for your trouble?
You're welcome. I don't like the idea that I worked with a cartel in the least, but... Oh well. Alright, we should have a quest to turn in here. Looks like right here.
Time is money, friend.
Top-notch work, adventurer. Top-notch. You've thinned down the nomad population to a point where we can actually take the fight to them. If you haven't already, talk to Spigot operator WotLK here. He gives a bounty on any of the Waste Wander water pouches you may have run across while bringing those nomads to justice.
Waste Wander water pouches. Okay, there's 12. Upper fragment. Do I have any other map pieces? Middle fragment, okay. Leatherworking. Leather. Oh, look at all the leatherworking, man. If I had picked that up. But I want to do engineering. That's if I do anything at all. Because by the time I would want to start investing in that stuff, that might be about the time that we're headed for retail. Okay. Water pouches, he said. Where do I turn those in?
Greetings, adventurer.
Bring
The
5
name's
wastewater.
WotLK, and we've got an important job for you if you're up for it. Huzzah! Nothing would please me more as a
Huzzah.
seasoned spigot operator to take any Waste Wander water pouches you might find out in the desert. That's our water anyway. The nomads have just stolen it is all. The Gadgets and Water Company will offer you an official care package for every 5 you turn in. Most importantly, though, you're helping Gadgets and Help itself.
Excellent! The more water pouches we're able to reclaim, the further away from disaster we'll all be. Keep them coming, and I will be sure to reward you for every 5 water pouches you bring me. Excellent! The more water pouches we are able to reclaim, the further away from disaster we'll all be. Keep them coming, and I will be sure to reward you for every 5 water pouches you bring me.
Okay. So we're going to go fill up this dowsing widget. Not exactly sure how to do that yet, but it's in this area. And is it that? I would expect to see a gear icon. Here, let's see. I have it on me. It's this. Let's put it right here for now. Untap dowsing widget at the Sansaro Watch waterhole. Whoa. Okay, so that's done. Now I think all this other stuff, it's actually in other zones. And Zul'Farrak is a dungeon, so we're not going into there. This other stuff is like it's Ungoro, I believe. Am I going in the right direction? Yes, I am. Well, we're pushing 37,000 XP per hour now. Now, granted, we have this Joyous Journeys buff really helping us out. That's a neat looking mount. Well, it's different looking. I think is a better, like I wouldn't want to ride it, but it's colorful and original looking. So it stands out, you know.
Yo! What's this? You were ambushed by some sort of bad mojo creepy crawly? Oh, this does not bode well for the Gadgets and Water Company. No, indeed.
Okay,
I guess
right
I should
here.
have told you about the reports coming in on some crazy bug creatures that appear to be sucking up all the water in the desert. At first, I thought it was just a crock. We have enough trouble with the nomads as is. I thought it was just more of their shenanigans. Well, now we know at least.
All right now, these reports about the bugs. What we know is that they are draining the water pools that used to be where the noxious lair is. What we don't know is, well, everything else. Let's figure out who our enemy is first. I want you to head into the noxious lair and get some parts off of those critters. Get 5 from the Centaur there and bring them to Alchemist Peslazug for him to dink with. With him on the case, we'll figure out what they are.
I love goblins. All right. This is a good spot to go ahead and stop the episode. Go ahead and drop episode. Stone Circle's up at Ratchet. These two are in Ngoro. This one is out at the Noxious Lair. This one here... I forget where I get a Violet Tragon. Underwater. Okay. So we'll go ahead and call it an episode right there, and I should see you guys again at the latest. It should be next Tuesday. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their week, and enjoy your weekend, guys. And I'll see you next week, or perhaps before then. All right, guys, Aesop Grim out.